can we energize the future of Oklahoma?
I'm just gonna blast him a horn. Oh crap, he left me again. I looked out on my phone for 10 seconds and he's like on the other side of the map. Oh. I'm running him over.
Holy shit.
I just put him in my car. I'm just gonna drive him away.
Hello? Hello? Okay. I'm a little freaked out because this is a massive tornado on the ground. This is like a 2-mile wide tornado on the ground right now. Dude, why the hell is my computer being so slow the second that I want to do this? Oh my gosh.
Take cover now. Expected hazards included a damaging tornado. Source, broadcast media confirmed tornado. Impact, you are in a life-threatening situation.
Did you just like abandon William and that other
Deadly to
VC?
those caught without shelter.
Yeah.
Mobile homes will be destroyed.
It's like,
Well, how do we
like
save
Damage to
people?
homes, businesses,
you have to fucking
and
join
vehicles is
Norman.
likely and
Bro,
complete
Norman is so
destruction is possible.
goofy, bro. Like, I heard the call for a quick second before Safety muted his mic. He's like, join the call now! Join the call now!
Greenfield. This includes Interstate 40 between mile markers
chill.
73 and 100. To repeat, an extremely dangerous and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground.
If only I had a way
To
of
protect
freaking
your
like
life,
just like
take
talk,
cover now.
like talk Norman and be like,
Move to a
you're
storm
a goofy
shelter,
ass nigga.
safe room, or
I
an
don't know. I
interior
don't
room
know
on
this
the
black.
lowest floor of a sturdy
You're a
building.
goofy ass crap.
Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial
But
shelter
either way,
to protect
this is still
yourself
kind of a
from
little
flying
crazy to have a
debris.
TRE and a
The
gigantic
National
tornado on the
Weather
ground
Service
and
in
a
Norman has issued a severe thunderstorm thunderstorm warning for
5%
eastern
chance.
Ouachita County in western Oklahoma,
Which
northern Caddo
is
County in
insane.
southwestern Oklahoma, southeastern Custer
Like, I
County
don't,
in
But
western
I don't
I
know
wouldn't
how the
put
fuck
like
that's even
full.
possible,
Blaine
but
County in northwestern
I wouldn't put like full
Oklahoma
caps though.
until 8 p.m.
Oh
Central
my
Daylight Time.
God! Tornado emergency!
7 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
like, it's like, I mean, like, then again, I mean, yeah, I saw the notification stuff for, like, before, like, the people in the group chat said, I'm like, huh? And then look, I'm like, oh, damn. That's crazy.
This is a radar indicated threat. The following impacts are
Holy
expected.
cow, like,
Hail
and I
damage to
didn't
vehicles is expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding, and trees. Locations impacted include Weatherford, Hinton, Hydro, Corn, Easley,
Of course, some of the photos like,
Colony,
my house is alive now! I'm like, for
Chief,
just one
Fort
photo
Reservoir,
emergency?
and Cowden. For your protection,
I'm like, if
move to an
anything, Ryan
interior
Hall
room
should
on
have
the
gone
lowest
live a
floor of
long
building.
time ago.
A tornado warning remains in
Once I
effect
shake
until
my
8:15
brow.
p.m. Central Daylight Time for northwestern Caddo, eastern Custer, and southwestern Blaine
Well,
counties.
it seems like my grandparents have
7:36 p.m.
freaking
Central
plans
Daylight
Wednesday and
Time.
Thursdays,
A
and
confirmed
there's
large and
literally no
extremely
point in
dangerous
going
tornado was located 5 miles
happened?
west of Custer
there.
City, moving east at
My
30 miles an
grandparents, I
hour.
guess, have plans
This is a
Wednesday and
particularly
Thursdays, so
dangerous
there's literally
situation.
no point in
Take
going
cover
there,
now. Expected
I
hazards
guess.
included a
So do you think
damaging
you'll
tornado.
be able
Yeah,
to stay until like an 8:40?
Source, broadcast media confirmed
And when
tornado.
park
it
do you have to
depends
get
on how
home?
tired I
You are
am.
in a
I'll have to
Okay,
see.
that's
I mean,
fair.
I
That's
don't,
fair. If you can't, it is what it
I
is.
don't,
It's fine.
I don't have a bedtime. Like, I don't have a time I have to use. My parents don't really care.
Considerable damage
I
to
mean,
homes,
I should be
businesses,
fine
and vehicles is likely,
as long as
and
I'm like,
destruction is
if I
possible.
sleep in, I should be fine.
Locations impacted include Weatherford, Thomas, Hydro,
Yeah, as long as I just have like
Custer
enough
City,
water and stuff with me,
Bridgeport,
then I'll be
and
Gucci.
Greenfield.
I mean, I've done it before,
This
so
includes Interstate
don't
40
see why I
between mile
can't
markers
do a big
73 and
deal.
100. To repeat, an extremely dangerous and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground.
Me and my host been
Your
going
life.
through
Take
it.
cover now. Move to a
Molly
storm
jaw
shelter,
locking, I
safe
can't
room,
feel
or an
shit.
interior room
I
on the
pop
lowest
They just
pills all
downgraded
year.
the Tory.
Avoid windows.
Well, like a radar
Secure
indicated.
outdoors,
Yep.
in a mobile home, or in a
Wait,
vehicle.
do they
Move to
actually?
the closest
Yep.
substantial shelter and protect yourself
What?
from flying
What
debris.
What?
The National Weather Service
How?
from NOAA has issued
How
a
do you
severe
go that far
thunderstorm warning for
down?
eastern Ouachita County in western Oklahoma,
That's
northern Caddo
actually
County in southwestern
freaking insane.
Oklahoma,
Is it always one
southeastern
emergency?
Custer
Yeah,
County
no.
in western Oklahoma, southwestern Blaine County in northwestern Oklahoma until 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time.
That's
At
actually
7:47 p.m.
insane,
Central
though.
Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm
Well, that was a
located
short
5
tea
miles
already.
east of Cloud Chief,
Not super
moving
short,
northeast
but
at 50 miles an
pretty
hour.
short.
Expected
Like my
hazards include
dick.
60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. This is a radar
Did the fucking thing
indicated
lift or
threat.
something?
The following impacts are expected.
Talking to
Hail
type of
damage to
hinky
vehicles is
winky.
expected. Expect wind damage to roofs, siding,
Dookie.
and trees. Locations impacted include Weatherford, Hinton, Hydro, Ringer, Corn, Eakley, Lukiva, Colony, Alfalfa, Cloud Chief, Fort Reservoir, and Cowden. For your protection, move to an interior room on the lowest floor of a building.
They must.
A tornado warning remains
Are they
in
okay?
effect until
'Cause
8:15
there was
must be
a-
smoking
Central
crack.
Daylight Time for northwestern Caddo, eastern Custer, and southwestern Blaine counties.
Dude, this is a picture.
7:36 p.m. Central Daylight
Let me show you.
Time, a confirmed
This is a
large
picture that a
that's
storm.
that's a
tornado was
picture.
located 5 miles west of Custer City, moving east
This
at
was
30
from
miles
1
an
minute
hour.
ago.
This is a
Or
particularly
like,
dangerous
never mind, like 5
situation.
minutes ago.
Take cover now. Expected hazards included a damaging tornado. Source, broadcast media confirmed tornado. Impact, you are in a life-threatening
Oh, and this
situation.
that chat.
Flying
Yeah.
debris
How?
to those caught without shelter.
That was from like 5 minutes ago. Why did they do that?
Considerable damage to homes.
What the fuck? Are they actually like insane?
And complete destruction is possible.
Dude,
I
that
think they might.
what? That thing is
Include
huge.
Weatherford, Thomas, Hydro, Arapahoe,
Bro.
Custer City, Bridgeport.
No, they're actually smoking crack.
This includes Interstate 40 between mile
Like,
markers
if
73 and
anything,
100.
a PES would be at the minimum you would have on
Potentially
this.
deadly tornado is on the
But if
ground.
Nope, it's
fucking
radar
radar
indicated.
To protect your life,
I would
take
see
cover
it
now.
like, bro.
A house has
Move
been
to a storm
completely
shelter,
swept
safe
away.
room, or an interior room on the lowest
The
floor of a
what
sturdy
did
building.
they do, bro?
Avoid
They need to
windows.
upgrade that shit like
Secure
now,
outdoors,
like
in a
again.
mobile home,
Like
or in
y'all,
a
they
vehicle.
tweet
Move
at
to the
them or
closest
something. This is
substantial shelter
insane.
and protect yourself from from
Wait,
flying free.
and they upgraded and they downgraded it like what 3 or 4 minutes
Norman
ago.
has issued a severe
They
thunderstorm
downgraded
warning
it
for
3 minutes
eastern
ago.
Ouachita County in
Yeah, so like
western
literally
Oklahoma,
right after.
northern Caddo County
Whoa,
in southwestern Oklahoma,
dude,
southeastern Custer County in
that house is
western Oklahoma,
literally gone.
southwestern
Like you
Blaine
can't even
County
tell
in
there was a house
northwestern
there.
Oklahoma until 8 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 7:47 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a severe thunderstorm was located 5 miles east of Cloud City, moving northeast at 60 miles an hour.
Actually, like seriously, what the hell is going on?
60 miles an hour wind gusts and quarter-size hail. This is a radar.
Bro, if I just
Exactly.
like, oh,
It really is.
it's just some like
South
pieces
there,
of like
looking
rock.
up to the north. Let's zoom in half.
But like,
Just
nah.
scan right there. It makes
What?
sorry.
Just an average day of Norman smoking
Circulation, that's what
crack.
was with that very large tornado just about 5 minutes ago. The circulation is now north of Independence, coming up towards State Highway 47, but it's a mile south of State Highway 47, and it's now along County Road 2290 is going to be the county road north-south of that area of circulation, and this still could be a tornado on the ground. All indications from radar, it's a weaker tornado, not as strong, definitely not as strong as what we saw earlier, but that can still do damage, and you do have to be in your safe spot as this is approaching. So let's lapse it and kind of show you what it went to with all the bright colors, okay, where we were pegging 130 mile per hour gate to gate shear. And let's take it back, Cassie. Is that 15 minutes? Can we go back to 30 and just take a look here and give folks an idea of where this has gone?
Oh my
So you can see the
god.
track. It was moving to the east, and went boom, up to the north, and now it's all the way over here. It started over here, okay, and went up to the north and over, and may still be on the ground to the east of Sunset. That's north of Custer City, and then we've had another area, kind of a broad area of circulation, damaging winds now to the east of Custer City, and that is going to be approaching Highway 54, and that's going to be north of Jeremy. Jeremy is looking at the base. Wow, look at Jeremy's shot as Jeremy looks to the north. Justin, we're going to go to Jeremy here. Jeremy is in the town of Weatherford. This is the view from Weatherford, looking at that tornadic circulation. That is Jeremy's shot. Jeremy, you can see the structure there. You can see the wall cloud from your shot. You can see the rotation as you're coming through Weatherford. Go ahead and give us a quick update, Jeremy.
Yeah, Lacey, really, it's really quite an ominous sight to see this storm here off to my north and west. Take a look at the structure as we zoom in here. Right in there, I believe, is where that's wrapping around in the wall cloud. It's right back in here. If you're getting the image clear, you can see right where the wall cloud's sitting. I do not have a visual on the wall cloud. However, there are plenty of areas with stud tags, things like that hanging into this. I'm really hoping to get a view of it here pretty quick, Lacey. Back to you.
Okay, great update there, Jeremy. Jeremy is kind of getting the broad view of the structure of that storm. What an ominous looking storm that is for sure. It has been such a large storm in height. It's going all the way up into the next level of the atmosphere. We call it the stratosphere. It's a very strong storm, and with that, the circulation has been so very tight. I don't see the winds as strong in the circulation that brought us that large tornado, but it may still be on the ground. So let's go back to radar. Let me show you on links 1. The original circulation came north of Val there, across the highway, and it's now coming up to Highway 47, and this is going to be to the south and to the east of Putnam, to the north of Custer City, and then we've got a broad area of circulation. Justin was just talking to me, mentioning this is likely outflow from the storm coming in, but it is still circulating. Doesn't mean it's going to produce a tornado. It might not, but the tornado warning continues because one could spin up quickly, and I'm worried about the circulation south of Thomas. It's not showing anything as far as a violent tornado. That's not showing up, but circulation that can produce a brief tornado is possible. So let's zoom in. Let's get some of the streets here for this circulation. It's not incredibly tight, but that's that darker area that you're seeing in Jeremy's shot, and it's rain wrapped is the problem. So this area south of Thomas now is an area of circulation. It came over Custer City, and it's going to be, let's see, north 2370 is going to be the north-south road, and then it's going to be east 920 is going to be the east-west road, and eventually, let's lapse it and see where this is headed. It's been moving kind of an easterly trek, kind of an east-northeasterly trek, okay, coming up towards State Highway 54, and will likely go south of Thomas. We'll see. It could lunge to the north, but this is Thomas. Let's just pull the screen down just a little bit, Cass. There we go, south of Thomas, and that's going to be going up to the northeast and eventually may cross the highway to the east of Thomas. But that is a tornado warning that continues, and for folks in Thomas, it's too close to call, so please remain in your safe spot, the lowest level of your home. Put as many walls between you and the outside as possible. It's going to be maybe a bathroom or a closet and a low, small room. Get there and just hunker down and let this pass on by. Right now, the tornado, if it's on the ground, will be south, and there's another area of circulation to the west, Thomas, that we're also concerned about, that is going to be coming up towards State Highway 47. Now, it's moving more to the north. So more to the north, it may go to the west of Thomas, but if you live between Sunset and Thomas on Highway 47, you've got to be in your safe spot. That is a circulation that's left over from what was a very strong tornado just about 20 minutes ago. And when we get that video, I'll show it to you of what that looked like as it was lifting to the east and then eventually made a quick jog up to the north very quickly and still could be on the ground. So let's zoom out and kind of give folks around the area an update on what this is doing. This is north of Weatherford. Look at that storm. It is in size. It is such a large storm. So down the line, we're watching for folks at Canton Lake, Canton, back to Hitchcock, Watonga, Greenfield, Geary, and then the southwest sides of the Oklahoma City Metro from Hinton to Lakiba to Binger. That's a severe storm that's weakening, not tornadic. The storm has had a history of producing some quarter-size hail, and it may have some nickel and dime-size hail coming into Lakiba, and that is making its trek into the west metro. This may come in possibly to the west sides of Oklahoma City. I think it'll come up towards Reno. We'll get a storm track on all this here in just a little bit, but this is the storm that produced the tornado. The very threatening tornado. It may have been a life-threatening tornado for folks. Hopefully, we have not had any injuries out of this. We're checking, I know. But Val has an update. Val, give us an update.
Okay, you see that there's a tornado on the ground. It's not big, it's small.
Okay.
You see that in our shot right there?
You can see it, Val. Go ahead.
Okay. And that is looking northeast, looking straight northeast, probably very near the highway. Is it still there? Yep. The funnel is still there. I don't see the condensation all the way down like we did before. That almost looks like, to me, a weakening mezzo, just maybe a roping out tornado. Maybe it's in the process of roping out. But you know what? As fast as this thing cranked up a while ago, good night. I don't think I've ever seen a storm go from not much to crazy in a short amount of time. So anyway, tornado has lifted. It was on the ground, the condensation fully all the way down, and this is going to be, we're making the turn right now towards Custer City, Highway 33, towards Thomas, and it would have been north of Highway 33, probably straight west of Thomas. I don't know, I'm just going to guess 7 or 8 miles straight west of Thomas. So I'm looking at it now, and I don't see it. But there's definitely still rotation in that area. Back to you.
Okay, let me show you where Val is talking about. Thank you so much, Val. Since we were just saying if it was a tornado on the ground, it was still weak. And good news is Val watched it rope out. So that is going to be the original circulation from the original mesocyclone that came just to the east of Butler, went north of Arapahoe, that was making a beeline at Custer City, and then it lifted to the north. And it has weakened. But I think that thing went up Highway 183 for just a little bit. Let's zoom in. This thing has gotten a shove to the east. It's definitely moving now. It stalled out when it was producing that tornado, and the circulation that Val was looking at was to the northeast. If he was looking up here at that original circulation, if we turn on velocity, it's going to be rain wrap now. And this is the circulation. It went right here. We were tracking it. Got up to Highway 47, and you saw it live in Val's shot. It just roped out a small white funnel, and
so
then it went away.
No longer on the ground.
Has lifted.
But in the time that I was making some material, destructive SVR was issued with tornado possible tag, 90-mile-an-hour winds in Kansas.
But that tornado warning
from Wichita,
because that circulation is actually becoming better organized, and I believe Jeremy Carter is looking at it. Okay, Jeremy has that circulation. Jeremy's looking to the north, and this thing is lifting to the northeast. Stay in your safe spot, Thomas. It's moving south now, but it's too close to say.
Let's go gambling.
Be in your safe spot as well. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Yeah,
look at that.
Definitely, I can tell since I've been here that
that's
it's
very black.
Organized. Not necessarily a tornado
like
is
dark.
very imminent right now, but definitely a decent wall cloud. It's kind of getting wrapped around with the RFD right here, so I'm going to be losing my visual on them before too long. The RFD is pushing really into the north edges of Weatherford now. And let me pan here and kind of show you around. Here, if you look back here to these poles, look back to the right, we got really hard winds blowing from the west. And it's probably wrapping up. It's probably trying to wrap up right now. Actually, the wind is blowing extremely hard within a half mile of my north. Probably as much as maybe even 60 to 70 miles an hour. I can see it in the dirt. Back to you, Lacey.
Okay, great update there, Jeremy. So strong winds right now, strong winds feeding into the storm. And as he mentioned, the RFD came in wrapped around it, which limits visibility. And so let me show you radar on links 1 of that circulation. Jeremy is going to be north of Dead Women Crossing. You know where that is. And he's going to be on Highway 54. And it is lifting up to the north. That circulation is doing what the previous circulation did. That was going to the east. And now it's getting that shoved to the north. It's very common when thunderstorms, what we call a clue. They go to the north, they weaken, and sometimes that circulation begins further down the line, and we're going to be watching for that. This could produce a tornado. It could produce a tornado. Let's see how far south of Thomas that is, Cassie, if we zoom in just a little bit and get a better look. South of Thomas by about, what is that, 3 miles, 4 miles, something like that. South of town, 6 miles.
Is that that loud ass thing?
5.6. Okay, 5.6 miles south of Thomas is the circulation, and it's going to be riding up just to the south and possibly just to the
I know my
east.
voice did not go that deep as I
You can
wanted.
make a jog back over Thomas. Thomas, you got to be in your safe spot, and on its current track, that's coming to Faye. Okay, it's coming to Faye. It could be a tornado that would be rain wrapped.
Tornado warning from Wichita.
Tornado at the moment, but you saw how fast that other weak tornado spread out and the motion became violent, and we had a wedge on the ground for about 5-10 minutes with that storm, and we'll show it to you coming up in just a minute. But that storm is, if it is on the ground, a weaker tornado and lifting up to the north. So that's the circulation we're watching. Now let's zoom out, and we're going to go to links 2. And what Cassie's done is put a track on this for storms coming towards the Oklahoma City metro. So we've got a severe storm that is north of Woodward that's going to go south of Freedom with wind and hail. Tornado threat with that's not 0. We're watching it closely. And then this complex of storms that is merging with that massive supercell and the storm to the south, kind of becoming a line of storms moving off to the east and eventually the northeast. So we'll see how this plays out. The storm has slowed down to about 10 miles per hour, and then it speeds up to 30, and it's changed direction from time to time. But the overall jet stream steering wind should take this to the east-northeast, about how Cassie has it right here. So just to give folks an idea, this may end up going further north.
And Lacey, the latest data I just wanted to point out, it does actually continue to weaken it as it moves closer to the metro, and it also actually lifts it even north of Oklahoma City, but you know how data is, it can go back and forth. So I just went ahead and included Oklahoma City to be safe.
I think that's a great idea. I think that's a wonderful idea. The south end of this has not been tornadic. That's the part that if it makes it to Oklahoma City, would come to Oklahoma City, and that would be about 9 p.m. Now I'll tell you, as the sun sets this evening and the low winds crank up, we could see some of these storms see even an uptick.
This was a
It
tornado
may not
earlier.
happen, but sometimes it does, and the data has suggested throughout the day we may see that. Now, these storms, we hope they just spin on down. They'll be spinning as they come into central Oklahoma. They may not be severe. We'll see. They are very severe right now. Go ahead, Justin.
That's bigger than a car.
Radar showing, and just looking at Jeremy's shot, the RFD wrapping around.
Okay, we'll go to Jeremy here in just a second. That's that circulation we were talking about, headed up towards Faye. I'll show you in just a second. To get to your times here, El Reno, 828, Yukon, 843, Hennessy, 858, downtown Oklahoma City, 903 if it makes it, Arcadia, 918, Edmond, 906, and Luther by about 930. So let's go back now to links 1. That's if these storms hold together, and right now they are very intense, and we may have a new tornado forming. We've been talking about this area of north of Jeremy now. Jeremy, you're looking off to your north. Go ahead and give us an update. You're in the trees right now. We can see it, but I know you got a better visual. Go ahead, Jeremy.
Yeah, Lacey. I can say to my north, it really, you can't hardly see under this thing. There's a lot of dirt and debris around, so just looking under the wall cloud, it's pretty ferocious. And let me just slow down here and kind of give you a look here at some of the tree action going on. We probably got a west wind where I'm at, but not very much further north of me. I think it's trying to wrap up. I think a tornado may be imminent here. Lacey, back to you.
Okay, great update there, Jeremy. I know you're looking right at it. Let's go back to Links 1 to reflectivity and take a look here for folks at home of this storm. And you can see that circulation that is tightening up. There's the hook on the storm, and there's the inflow. You can see the hook becoming broader now, like a fist coming on in. As it does that, that storm can strengthen for sure, and the tornado and the circulation will be right here where Jeremy's looking. That is now actually lunged. It's lunged to the east. We've been talking about Faye. Faye, this may not be coming to town. This was occluding. It was looking to the north, and now it is trekking to the east. It is going to the east, and if it stays at that path, you need to be paying attention for folks in Greenfield, folks in Geary, further down the line. Okay, we'll see what it looks like by the time it gets there. But that is the current path of this storm. Tom is getting into position now. And let's take a look back on velocity. You can see with our live
I love the
radar,
freaking
that's what
holy
you're looking at
shot.
minute by minute, coming on
I
across
do that all
now.
the
It's
time.
crossed Highway 54. We've lost that northern movement. That circulation weakened, and the new circulation now is going off towards the east. So let's zoom in, if we can, and take a look here. And this is going to be kind of broad. It's a little broad. I don't see any area at the moment that is extremely tight, but it's a broad area that could localize. And if it does that, it could produce a
storm
tornado.
shelter, safe room, or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
There may still be. That circulation came up to the north.
The National Weather Service in Norman has issued a tornado warning for north.
Yep, I think we might have a tornado on the ground again.
An area of circulation spin coming over Thomas. Most likely it's just damaging winds. You don't want to be letting your guard down in Thomas as this is coming by. We're checking our products, looking at shear rate, and looking for anything extremely tight or ominous. Maximum rotation, just showing the broad area of rotation, which is what we're telling you. What's that to the north of Jeremy now?
The following
Back to the
impacts are
northwest of
expected.
Jeremy.
Flying
There's
debris will
another
be
area that
dangerous
looks
to
a little
those
tighter
caught
to
without
me.
shelter.
Just
Mobile
out
homes will be damaged or destroyed.
to his
Damage to
north-northwest.
roofs,
Now,
windows,
maybe
and
another
vehicles will
area
occur.
of circulation. That's all it takes when you get a
Tree
storm.
damage
So what does
is
it look like on reflectivity?
Locations
Is
impacted
that in the
include
right spot?
Hinton,
Maybe not.
Hydro,
Maybe
Bridgeport,
not. They're
and
trying to get a
Greenfield.
little bit of an inflow
This
notch
includes
there.
Interstate 40 between
Probably
mile
not.
markers.
Definitely
PDS!
is right here. You'll be able to figure that out real easily.
It's gonna be a doubleheader. Let's listen to it.
Or an interior room on the lowest floor of a sturdy building. Avoid windows. If you are outdoors, in a mobile home, or in a vehicle, move to the closest substantial shelter and protect yourself from flying debris.
Oh, here it is.
What's National Weather Service in Norman has issued a tornado warning for north central Caddo County in southwestern Oklahoma, northeastern Custer County in western Oklahoma, southwestern Blaine County in northwestern Oklahoma until 9 p.m. Central Daylight Time. At 8:13 p.m. Central Daylight Time, a confirmed large and extremely dangerous tornado was located 8 miles northwest of Hydro, moving east at 35 miles an hour. This is a particularly dangerous situation. Take cover now. Expected hazards included a damaging tornado. A tornado has been confirmed by train spotters. The following impacts are expected. You are in a life-threatening situation. Flying debris may be deadly to those caught without shelter. Mobile homes will be destroyed. Considerable damage to homes, businesses, and vehicles is likely and complete destruction is possible. Locations impacted include Hinton, Thomas, Hydro, Bridgeport, and Greenfield. This includes Interstate 40 between mile markers 92 and 102. To repeat, an extremely dangerous and potentially deadly tornado is on the ground. To protect your life, Take cover now.
That is a shot from Tom
Move to a storm
Pashano.
shelter,
You can see the
safe
motion
room, or
there.
interior
This is
room
gonna
on
be
the
the
lowest
left side
floor
of
of
the
a sturdy
tornado. The
building.
right side, this may be
Avoid
the
windows.
right side of the
If
tornado.
you are
Or
outdoors,
it may have
in
been
a
a little
mobile
bit
home,
further
or
in.
in a
Hard to tell
vehicle,
because part of
move
it
to
was
the
wrapped
closest
in rain, but the
substantial
motion
shelter and
within that
protect yourself
was
from flying debris.
extremely dangerous. Then it looks like that's the tornado. You can see it right there. That is the tornado on the ground.
Oh,
The National
mama.
Weather Service in Norman has issued a tornado
Not
warning for
happening right
north
now. Let me
central
show you
Caddo
another piece of
County
video
in
if we have it
southwestern
from
Oklahoma,
Val Castor's
northeastern Tupper
perspective.
County
So
in
Tom
western
is looking
Oklahoma,
back to his west. You can see
southwestern
the
Blaine
sun
Right
County
there.
behind
in
him.
northwestern
The tornado is
Oklahoma
getting wider
until 9
and
p.m.
wider.
Central
Here
Daylight
Massive
is
tornado
Time.
on the ground.
City, and you can see that is the
13
tornado
p.m.
right there.
Central Daylight
Look
Time.
at that
A
shot.
confirmed
That is
large
the
and
right
extremely
side,
dangerous
and that is
tornado
the
is
left
located
side
8 miles
of the
northwest of
tornado that
Hydro,
was coming
moving
through
east at
Custer
35
County
miles an hour.
about, what was it,
This is a
45 minutes
particularly
ago.
dangerous
So
situation.
that is why we're still
Take cover
covering the
now.
storm. We hope we don't have
Expected
injuries from
hazards
this.
included a
We
damaging
hope for
tornado.
sure
Look at that.
fatality.
Gigantic tornado on the ground.
Val
Confirmed
came
by
through the
train
path of it. Val
spotters.
had it as well. We're
The
going to
following
video
effects
just a
are
little bit.
expected. You are in a
He
life-threatening
definitely had some
situation.
large trees that were
Flying
snapped
debris
off
may be
and some
deadly to those
outbuildings
caught without
that were
shelter.
heavily damaged. Didn't see
Mobile homes
homes
will be
damaged. Doesn't
destroyed.
mean that didn't happen. That was
Considerable
getting back
damage
into
to homes,
position.
businesses,
Yeah, SBC is just exactly what Rosita said. SBC has lost it this year.
Warning that
Locations
is
impacted
happening right
include
now north
Hinton,
of Jeremy's
Thomas,
spot.
Hydro,
This is going to be to the
Bridgeport,
south
and
and to the west
Greenfield.
of Watonga.
That monitor is
This is
tiny as
moving
hell.
to the
Pointing
east.
between
It
mile
is moving
markers
to the east at a
92 and
pretty good clip
102.
now. Looks like it may be
A
moving past,
repeat,
what,
an
30?
extremely
Yeah, 35
dangerous
minutes. Do you have
and
a track
potentially
limit?
deadly tornado
Okay,
is on
let's
the
go to
ground.
the storm track of this and
To
we'll get back
protect
into
your
the
life,
velocity
take
data, but
cover
to give
now.
folks a heads up down the
Move to a
line.
storm shelter,
Greenfield, if it
safe
jogs
room, or
north,
an
which it
interior
might,
room on the lowest floor of a
8:41,
sturdy
Geary
building.
coming in at
Avoid
8:24
windows.
p.m. and the Cherokee
If you are
Trading Post
outdoors,
I-40
in a
takes
mobile
a
home,
southerly
or
jog
in a vehicle,
coming
move
in,
to the closest
where is
substantial
it?
shelter and protect
Just
yourself
kidding.
from flying
Let's go to
debris.
Elreno. That'll work. 921.
The National Weather
And
Service in Norman has
by
issued a
about
tornado warning
9:04.
for
So
north central
basically,
Caddo
you've
County
got
in
about
southwestern Oklahoma,
30 minutes to
northeastern Tupper
45
County in
minutes
western
as this is
Oklahoma,
moving into
southwestern
Canadian
Blaine.
Of course, they kept it as a 5% tour. I mean, it is too late now at this point. Destructive SVR remains in effect in Kansas. Hello? No longer PDS. That's pretty good. I think it lifted, but it was definitely on the ground earlier. $109 on top of negative 46.
and Dad need you in the room.
Hmm?
Mom and Dad need you in the room.
Yeah. Come back. Signs are going off on his end. We might still have a tornado on the ground. Near Bridgeport. If you see in the storm chasing chat, incredibly strong velocity signature there.
Along I-40 to the north, and this is still holding its own as it makes its trek down towards Canadian County. So let's zoom out and just show you kind of the broad view. It is the only storm right now with circulation, and here's where it's located. There's the hook with this supercell. Definitely the overall storm has weakened some in the last hour, but it will spin for another couple of hours potentially before it's completely gone, and it is still trekking to the east or southeast. So here's Oklahoma City. We're watching the storm right now from Union City up to El Reno. Now let's zoom in and take a look at that really quick, and we'll go back. This storm is strengthening some. Could have some nickel and dime size hail coming up over El Reno. And so we're watching that for you folks. There's no circulation in that. The tornadic storm is this one, and the hook is so very pronounced just north of I-40, just north of Bridgeport, crossing the river and making its trek off towards the east. So let's go see Jeremy. Jeremy's got to be seeing this very, very soon back to his northwest, because that's Next Gen Live, and it's coming across another bend in the river, and it's going to be exiting Blaine County, coming into Canadian County here in just the next 3 or 4 miles. Just the next 3 or 4 miles. And it's moving to the east-southeast at about 30 miles per hour is the current trek of it. And Val is closing in on I-40 as well. Let's go back to velocity and take a look. It's still tight. That is still a tight circulation now. To the north of Bridgeport. There's actually 2 areas there that are trying to kind of localize to the northwest of Bridgeport. To the northwest of Bridgeport, coming down towards Geary, moving to the east. And we'll see, sometimes this one will become the stronger one and lift north, sometimes the one back to the west also. So that's what we're seeing. Let's look at shear rate and see what we've got going on there. This still could be producing a tornado. You're still seeing shear rate not as intense as it was for sure, but this would likely be wrapped in rain. Wrapped in rain. So Jeremy Carter, I know you're getting in position to get a shot of that. We really need to see what the base of that looks like. Back to the west, and it looks like it might have just lunged a little further down to the south. Let's go back to velocity data. And folks in Bridgeport, you've got to be in your safe spot with this tornado warning storm the tornado. We'll see how far to the northwest it is. Cassie, let's zoom in and count the miles here. Because Bridgeport, this is coming your direction at its current path. The storm has gone so many different directions today. But it is, there you go, about 5 miles now. 5 miles to the northwest of Bridgeport, drifting to the southeast. And it looks like that circulation is going to go just on or just north of Bridgeport as it continues. And it's very tight now. It was very broad. It looks like it would be a weak tornado. What does correlation coefficient under the debris look like, Cassie, with that area of spin? It doesn't line up. So we've not seen a ton of debris in the air today, which is great. That is wonderful. We're not seeing those holes. If we start to see these colors go to the really dark blue that lines up where that circulation is, that would indicate that tornado is picking up a lot of debris, and we're not seeing that. So that is great. Doesn't mean it won't down the line, but that's what we're seeing right now. We know this thing has had a confirmed tornado with it just a little bit ago. All right, let's go back to reflectivity and take a look at the hail core, because there's 2 parts to this. You've got the tornadic circulation to the south, and then you've got the hail. And when we talk about hail, this could be golf ball, maybe some tennis ball size hail that's going to be coming in the northern sides of Canadian County. And if this doesn't weaken, this is coming into the northern sides of Oklahoma County. And right now, it is not weakening to the point to we can say it's not going to make the metro. It's coming into the west metro as we speak with damaging hail. Very damaging hail. Could have winds also 60 to 70 miles per hour driving that. We had 80-mile-an-hour winds with the storm not too long ago, and that's not out of the question. So right along the Canadian County border, up into Kingfisher County, that's going to be the hail core. Wow, radar spitting out baseballs again? Yes. Baseball-sized hail north of Tom, which is north of Geary. Okay, a damaging hailstorm coming in, unfortunately, to the wheat crop and to the homes and to the businesses in northern Canadian County. Wow, look at the hail track that she's putting on there. You can see the kind of the path this is taken down to the south, and if that holds together, that is coming into the northern sides of the Oklahoma City metro. May weaken by the time it gets there, but Edmond, the village, up to Guthrie could be in the line of fire as this makes its way in with the hail. And as far as the tornado threat, let's get to it and show you the velocity data. It keeps tightening up and weakening, and there's kind of 2 areas of circulation. Let's just zoom in and get some of the county streets on here.
And the new tornado warning will include Canadian County.
Okay, down the line, as you would expect. And that's where Tom and Jeremy are to intercept this as it makes its way on in. You can see basically East 970 road, 560. There's a circulation there, and kind of another weaker area of circulation just to the east that's going to be on East 980 and 2610. Those are the 2 areas of circulation. They're not incredibly strong as far as wind speed goes, so it would be a weaker tornado if they're producing a tornado. Our trackers right now saying this is rain wrapped. Okay, it is just completely shrouded in rain. Let's go to reflectivity, seeing it kind of pulse back up again on the northern side. The circulation, I'm telling you, the hook is a little disorganized from what it was. Let's turn on a TLX and take a look there. The hook itself, which has just been almost like a fist coming on in, is not nearly as pronounced as what it was. Does not mean you have to let your guard down. That's why the tornado warning is going to continue down the line. But I'll tell you, the entire storm, as far as the situation goes at the moment, is on a weakening trend. That can pulse back up. And the hail core is not coming down, which means the overall storm strength is likely not coming down at the moment. It's likely not coming down at the moment. Jeremy, I want to go out to you. You're looking directly back to your west at the storm, and next we'll go to Tom. Yeah, well, next we'll go to Tom. But Jeremy, you're looking back at it. We can see the rain right now. What is it looking like to you as you're looking back into the heart of the storm?
Yeah, Lacey, I'm really trying to identify some structure. I got a little bit of a lowering kind of right in front of me here, but I believe that's an RFD cut. I'm not for sure. But I can't see anything that makes me think that a tornado was on the ground here visually. Not saying that one's not back behind.
I'll see you tomorrow.
But really, it's definitely came down a whole lot. We're going to continue to watch this, track it as it rolls back in the metro, Lacey.
Locations impacted include El Reno, Hinton, Geary,